All right.
The gun noises.
Let's do some introductions. Hello everybody. Welcome to some fucking podcast, I guess. And
Podcast name pending.
yeah, well, or that pending. I don't give a shit, dude. I'm
Volume one.
Snavillus, joined by these boys. If you want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Dave.
Oh,
Hi.
Wow, thanks Dave for being the only one. Dave the Taco. This is
Yeah.
2 tacos.
2 tacos. Best tacos.
We got
Does that mean it's 2 Daves or is it one?
That's for
mean-
you to guess.
whatever pronouns he wants to use. Char. This is 2018.
I want you to refer to me as they, please.
This is they. All right, well, okay. Well, I guess there's.
Yeah, my name's System.
Yeah, he's a little boy. He's on fire. He's a skull sometimes.
Yeah.
And then there's Char. Fuck that guy.
I'm Char. This is Snav's best friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what we'll classify you as. Okay.
Feels bad, man.
So, well, I mean, obviously, this is our first podcast. Let's see how this goes. Anybody have? Okay, I guess we'll start. I believe Char, you put all of these in here for our topics, but I mean,
Most of them, at least.
if you'd care to,
What
if you'd
type
care
of
to,
meat is that?
What time of what?
What type of meat is that on the tacos?
It's just
Al pastor or?
al pastor, yeah.
All right, continue, Snav.
why did you have to break that now? Whatever.
I feel like it'd be interesting to know because I've been looking at them and it's kind of like they're really good and I kind of want to try that later. But yeah, go on.
Anyway, first thing I had to talk about, and System and I probably already ruined half of our conversation for it, but we wanted to talk about the old Infinity Wars that just came out because I know we've both seen it. I don't know, have you and Dave seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Mhm.
How about you, Char?
Okay, well, so obviously no related spoilers, but we have some interesting statistics because it's been doing pretty good. It's like I don't know if I think it's the biggest opening weekend of all time.
Yeah,
With,
I think it surpassed The Last Jedi
I don't-
by like 4 million.
Yeah, well, I think it was a lot more than that because it's like 640.9 million worldwide for the opening weekend.
Yeah,
And, like,
it
as
was a lot of money.
I checked the box office before we started, and it was at 905 million as of now.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, which I think puts it pretty high. Like I think top 30 movies of all time, and it's only been out for like a week. Yeah, a week. It came out last Friday.
Well, I mean, they kind of hyped it a lot.
It was
Like
pretty.
with all the if you notice like most of the end scenes of the movies, in Marvel, like the after credits ends, it's just mostly something that has to do with Infinity War. Like nothing for like the sequels of their own, like Iron Man 3 to Iron Man 2, or Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, etc. It's just mostly like Infinity War stuff,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, I feel like I don't remember that much of ads for it or anything either. But I mean, whatever. But yeah, so it's been doing pretty good, and I think we were also talking about other Marvel movies related to it because, like, I personally I hadn't watched a Marvel movie in a long time, probably since like Avengers 2. I think that was probably the last one I saw. I think I saw like the ones that came on Netflix, like Doctor Strange and all of that. But an easy thing to talk about. What would you say are the only like Marvel movies you would need to see before you went and watched Infinity Wars?
Ant-Man.
Thor
Just
Ragnarok.
throwing that on the table right now.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
You really think Ant-Man?
Ant-Man wasn't
Yeah.
okay. Just
Because
I don't.
Ant-Man and his huge role in Infinity War.
Hey,
I guess it's a
they're
spoiler, but
leading
he
up.
wasn't even in the movie, so
Yeah.
just so people aren't too confused by that fucking joke.
Okay, Snap.
Um,
It's freaking.
Yeah, but you're talking about me. I said he wasn't even in the movie. Char fucking made the joke.
I know, but you
I
made
get-
Raven
I made
panic.
I did. I made Panic because I put in the credits of a video that he dies in it. But yeah, I was trying to think about it, but I guess the only ones you really need to see are like the Avengers movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, and Thor Ragnarok or Civil War probably. I didn't watch Ragnarok, but I pretty much understood everything. I'm assuming something in Ragnarok is why Thor was in space.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. as well
instead
Yeah,
of
as
if you
mine.
don't,
the
if you
Hulk.
hadn't watched Thor Ragnarok, then you probably have no fucking clue what the beginning of Avengers Infinity War
Yeah, 'cause
even.
it's just like how Thor and Hulk and Loki ended up in that situation, but that's like about it.
Yeah.
You're probably.
Well, I mean,
asking,
also
where's his hammer?
it
'Cause, I mean,
yeah. Where's the hammer? Also, like, why does he look that way?
yeah.
Yeah, why did he
Well, he
hallucinate,
explains. He
etc.
explains, like, when he's talking. Yeah, well, I mean, he explains like why he looks the way he does and all that stuff. I think he even makes a joke about it to Captain America when they see each other for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, you should also watch Doctor Strange, because I mean,
Yeah, he kind of
when you
plays a role.
like,
You're just like, okay, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
but it's a lot of shit, because he
I don't think
was
it's.
like, a lot of people don't know who Doctor Strange is, so it's just like you start the movie, and if you haven't watched Doctor Strange, like, who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
well,
same.
it's like
In
who
the
the
same
fuck's that guy?
vein, you
But
probably want
it's not spoilers to say like, oh, I mean, because they've been building up the Infinity Stones for like such a long time. But yeah, he has
Yeah.
one, and that kind of makes him important.
Kind of.
it's probably good in the same vein to say you should probably watch the first Iron Man movie as well.
What I think it's something like I don't like about the movie is the whole when you start using time manipulation, like you can do basically whatever you want.
Yeah, that kind of did make the whole.
That kind of yeah.
I
That
mean,
kind of
yeah, it's
makes
a
the whole
plot hole
thing like
for sure, but
yeah, I know it's a plot hole. It kind of makes it like pointless. Because I mean, if they can manipulate time, it's just we can do whatever the fuck we want with
Yeah.
no repercussions. Because we can just turn back time. Blah blah blah.
I'm sure there's some
You know?
Marvel comic related explanation for as to why they didn't just go back in
Well,
time and fix everything. But
Yeah.
in the comics,
know.
like the actual ending of this Infinity Stone arc is essentially they're like, yeah, we're gonna just turn back time a little bit.
you can
Yeah,
fix it.
that also is like a lot of weird experiences with people like when, for example, my mom and my brother they want to watch Infinity War on the premiere like at 12 o'clock, right? So when they exited movies, when people were actually crying because oh my god, this happened and this person died, etc., etc. I'm like, dude, did they not watch the same movie I just watched? Like, what the hell?
Well, yeah,
The lady passed out.
I mean, it's already been announced. We already know there's going to be like a part 2 to Infinity Wars. Which why wouldn't they milk it as much as they could? I'm not
You know
like
what would be
upset
the
about
best?
that. Hmm.
I know.
If they just decided, no, that was good enough, and like that was the end.
That's the end. You just see Thanos
Yeah.
smiling. Like, that's the end. That's it.
Yeah, so there's a part 2. So I'm sure if you haven't like gotten spoiled enough, then it does not end on a good note, and there will be a second one. But I thought it was a good movie. As somebody who maybe goes and sees a movie once a year, maybe twice, depending on what it is. Like, yeah, I definitely made sure I went and saw that one. I kind of dropped off
Yeah.
the Marvel train after like Avengers 2 because it's just like, well, it's just another Marvel movie,
Yeah, Avengers 2 was kind of lackluster, and I
Also,
didn't really like
I
any
heard people
movies that followed it.
Yeah, I heard people say it, but like just because Black Panther came out before Infinity War, you do not need to see that movie to understand Infinity War at all.
Nah,
Like,
it's
like,
just like
yes,
the only
Black
thing
he's in the
the only
movie.
thing they explain it's like what the fuck is Wakanda. That's it.
Yeah, you understand where the like quote unquote Infinity War happens, and that's like the
Yeah.
setting.
That's basically it.
You don't need to know, but if you saw a fucking trailer for Black Panther, you're good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not to discredit Black Panther because I didn't see it, but I mean,
I like the movie.
yeah,
It was enjoyable.
I'm not really a Marvel subject matter expert or anything, but I just,
Yeah,
I
me
just
neither.
thought pointing that out. I
Yeah,
thought Infinity
another
War would
thing-
probably be the best movie this year.
Yeah, another thing I thought about Infinity War. I mean, I know it like doesn't go with the purpose of making a lot of money, but like as a movie, like as a Marvel fan, you could maybe it would be more enjoyable if like the scenes in Infinity War wouldn't be as long, and instead of breaking into two parts. I mean, I know it makes no sense, but like it would be more enjoyable for me at least to be like a 3-hour movie and like the whole thing, you know? Like when I was sitting in the
It was a
movie, like
3-hour
watching.
movie.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, think about it. Instead of a two-part movie, like a 3-hour movie, like complete, like with both
You would
parts
want
in
a
one movie.
6-hour movie?
No,
yeah,
what
that
I'm
would have been a
saying,
6-hour movie. Dude.
No, I think
I-
he's saying he would rather
I'm
just have
saying-
one long,
yeah.
like one 3 or
because
4
like
hour
when
long
I was
movie,
sitting watching the Infinity War, like I was enjoying myself, and at one point I was like, dude, I I could literally sit here for like 5 hours with no problem because I'm really enjoying this. I mean that's just my opinion.
Well, so
Yeah,
but
I
Dave,
feel like
but
people
Dave,
wouldn't sit there.
Yeah.
money.
I know.
Like
I
I
know
feel
it
like
goes,
I feel like
I know it
regardless of
goes
if they,
against the money
yeah,
part and the production part. I'm just saying, like as a Marvel fan, a lot of people maybe would have enjoyed it more
I'm sure they would, but
being it
like
that way.
I feel like no, regardless of whether it would have been a 3 or a 6 hour movie, people would have definitely complained about it being a 6 hour movie. Like
Oh yeah, I
you
know.
are probably in a
I
vast
know
minority of that, but
that's just an idea of what I like. What I like. I could have like taken the whole 5 hours, 4 hour, whatever long hour movie,
yeah.
etc.
But
I
like
mean,
regardless of the length, it was gonna make probably about the same amount of money that it was gonna make, whether it was longer or
Yeah.
shorter. But it will make roughly twice as much for being two
Oh yeah,
movies.
it also means that
I
if
I can't fault a movie studio for trying to make money off of movies. Like
oh yeah, I mean
well, you say it's to make money, but honestly, I don't think there was a single scene in the movie that was like unnecessary. Like I felt like all of it was interesting and it kept my attention the entire time. I don't think anything about Avengers Infinity War
no, I
was
don't think it's so
cash
either.
grabby.
No, it didn't seem cash
me
grabby at
neither.
all.
I
Like
mean,
there
what
was.
I'm saying, it's like some scenes could have been reduced. I'm not
Well, they
saying
knew
like
they were going to make
they're
a movie people were
needless.
going to see, but why wouldn't they
Yeah.
make two movies that people were going to see? You know,
Mhm.
I'm definitely going to go see the second one. Like they left it at a perfect point for me to go, oh God, I have to see the next one now because I can't just leave it there. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Being someone who knows what happens in the comics,
Yeah.
I'm really interested in to see what they do because they kind of did change
yeah.
Thanos' motivations a little bit
Kinda. Yeah.
from the comics.
I almost like.
But also what?
I mean, I almost liked Thanos to be honest. Like, I know he's
Oh,
supposed to be
I
the
No,
bad guy,
think
but
I
there was
also
like
like
there was like points where I
Thanos
was
is
just
a-
like, wow, I feel
yeah.
like really bad for this guy. Like,
Oh,
everyone
I
knows
think
what I talk about when I
Thanos
say that, but like, you're like, I'm.
is- I think he's one of the most likable villains they've had so far.
Yeah, he's a
Like, you
likable
could
villain,
have-
which I feel like is gonna make the conclusion just
Ultron
that
was a
much
pretty
better.
good villain.
nope. His
Ultron?
voice
I
actor
think-
was
dude,
good, but his
fucking
character was not.
Ultron, you can just skip that movie completely.
What?
I'm not
It's
saying it's
true.
a bad
It-
movie. I'm
It's
not saying
just
it's a bad
it's
movie.
just
I'm
a
just
Thor
saying
movie that isn't very good.
useless. It's just how it's basically
But-
just saying how Vision got into play, but it's like it's not
Yeah.
even that. Like they even explain how Vision is when they were like doing the thing in Wakanda with him. Like you don't
Yeah.
even need to watch the movie because he doesn't even take that big of a part. It's just like the resolution of Ultron.
And there were
So
so
it's just like,
many
man.
there were so many characters that weren't in Avengers 2 that
Yeah.
you were like, where are these people?
Yeah,
For no reason.
I
Like
mean-
it's the budget cut Avengers movie.
Yeah.
but it does explain, like he said. I think it's important for at least here's where the Mind Stone is. That's important. Also, Scarlet Witch is kind of important to the plot of Infinity War. But like,
Yeah, they
I
killed
mean-
Kick-Ass.
yeah. So it's just mostly. I feel like Avengers 2 was like here's some more characters that you need to know, and then also there's Ultron, I guess. He's doing a thing. He's
Yeah.
lifting up some
There's
cities.
the
Black
robot
Panther.
guy that's bad.
Yeah.
What about that
Yeah.
hot end credit Black Panther scene?
Hot end credit Black Panther scene.
What do you
one?
mean?
Like at the end of
When?
Black Panther?
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
no
see
one
Black
at the end
Panther.
of,
I don't remember the actual end scene because I didn't pay that much attention.
freaking it's what's his name from Black Panther? T'Challa. It's basically him like going out into like some farm in like a desert part of Wakanda, and it's Bucky.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Bucky,
Captain-
the Winter
Oh
Soldier.
yeah, you're talking
Yeah.
about Bucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
how
gives
they
him,
were
like, his
gonna
arm.
reintroduce him into
That-
back
well, he
into
gives him his-
Infinity War.
Yeah, that brings them back to Infinity War. They're like full circle because they brought everybody.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
much everybody was in Infinity War, even Bucky.
I mean,
But then
they're
they
even,
kind of
like at the ending of Infinity War and like the after credit scene, they're also like introducing a new character. I mean, if you've read the comics, you definitely know who it is.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, there's even a movie already announced next year with
Yeah, for
that character
yeah,
in
they
it.
literally is like, oh, here's the movie about this thing. We're just gonna like
I feel like-
spoil it.
I don't think that's going to be the most important movie to understand part 2, but it's also, it's another character introduction. Like
Yeah, it's
this will be
another
important
character
to
introduction.
understand what's going to happen.
Oh, look, this character's logo is the same logo as the thing we saw in Infinity War at post-credit scene. Oh my God, what could it mean?
Yeah,
What could it
Captain-
mean?
yeah, or you could just Google,
Captain
Infinity War's.
Marvel.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
He's
Captain
Thank
Marvel.
you,
like one
thank
of the
Char.
best like superheroes in the Marvel series. Get out
Yeah,
of
Is
here.
she?
Yeah,
Yeah, she is. What the hell?
I thought he said she, but yeah, it's
Oh,
whatever.
I thought he said he, but whatever.
No,
Yeah.
it's a she.
Yeah, I know.
she's-
We
it's
know.
a
We
she.
know.
Who are you talking about? I actually
Captain-
spaced out because I
Captain
wasn't giving a shit
Marvel.
about this
Talking about
conversation.
your mom.
Oh fuck you, got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom.
Anyway, yeah,
No, it's
but
Captain
it was
Marvel.
a great movie. I definitely recommend seeing it.
10 out of 10 would watch it again.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about Captain Marvel.
Okay, it's basically a captain that's from Marvel.
It's
yeah.
like Superman,
dude.
but
She's-
Marvel's version.
Yeah, also.
She's kind of like the overpowery-esque superhero.
She's like the Snav of this team.
Sure.
See though, that I don't like that kind of character. I don't like the Deus Ex Machina character
like
coming in at the
Snap?
last second to save everything.
Well,
Like
that's what it is.
I want the Avengers to beat Thanos with their
Oh,
own
I
power,
don't-
not
I
some
doubt
random dude.
it's gonna be like, here's part 2. Watch Captain Marvel just fuck up Thanos in an hour and a half and then give us your
Well,
money.
I don't think
It's
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be
be
that
that.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that Char said that Snap would be like the Captain Marvel of this team, who would Char be?
Ant-Man.
That is the greatest compliment you've ever given me. Thank you.
Oh man.
He's like
Very
the greatest
small and
character.
irrelevant.
What do you mean? He's very big and relevant. What the hell?
Name
What are you talking
something
about?
he's done with
Infinity
the
War.
Avengers that wasn't important.
In
Besides-
Civil War, he was asleep in the back of a van
Hold
at
on.
one
You
point.
don't even
Infinity
know.
War, the only thing he did was like smack Spider-Man a couple times.
In Civil
That's it?
War, yeah, no. In Civil War, I'm pretty sure he just grabbed War Machine out of the sky, didn't he? That was it. Like,
yeah, he was just
he grew
like,
big,
grows
and they were
big.
like, "Whoa, he's big."
He smacks Spider-Man like a couple times, grabs War Machine out of the
And he-
sky. It's like, oh, I'm about to go small now.
We
Goodbye.
have yet to see the next movie. Talk to me when that's done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well,
Ant-Man
you-
and the
you
Wasp
need
was-
Ant-Man
I'm-
and the Wasp.
let me tell you what
I can
movies
tell
I'm.
you.
Yeah,
I
the
can tell
shit
you
they were
point
doing
for-
instead of helping the Avengers not
I
get
can tell
fucked
you
by
point
Thanos.
for point what's going to happen in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Paul Rudd's going to have this doofy look on his face like he always does. He's going to get small, then he's going to get big, and then he's going to find someone else who gets small and gets big. That's the movie.
And together
man.
they'll stop crime.
They
Uh,
also make things smaller and bigger, cause
yeah, they can do that now.
cause you see that in the trailer. With
Yeah,
the
they
frick-
make the building small. And they're like, "Whoa, they made a building
I'm
small."
gonna put this building in my suitcase.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can segue from the Marvel conversation to any other movies that you are excited for that are coming out or in the near future.
I mean, I don't know
Oh,
many
you-
movies coming out in the future besides Captain Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Infinity War Part 2.
You're just fucking stuck in Marvel, aren't you? That's what you are.
Dude, I'm super hyped about Deadpool 2. I already bought my tickets.
yeah, I
That's
think.
like the only movie I've actually wanted to watch in the movies for a long time.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
a documentary about like El Chapo?
What?
I don't
Wasn't
know.
there a whole documentary about El Chapo?
I don't know
I
when-
think it's a freaking series on Netflix.
No, it's like an actual movie.
Isn't
I
that
don't
like?
know, Char.
Isn't that
I don't-
Narcos?
I think Netflix
don't know.
had a whole documentary for it.
I mean, there's a lot of documentaries in Netflix, Char.
Yeah, but there's one like dedicated to El Chapo. I thought.
Char, I
that
just
would
want to
be
watch
my key
Deadpool.
thing.
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's a Netflix series, is what you're thinking of.
No, it's like a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a thing on Netflix. That's what I said.
No, you said it's a Netflix series.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like
Sorry.
it's a
You're right.
TV show.
You're
I don't think it's like a sitcom where El Chapo goes into the tunnels, jokes around with everyone, and then at the end he kills them, and then so on.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyway, back to actual movies. I'm just talking about movies here. I don't think anyone but you was interested in the El Chapo documentary.
Yep.
I thought Dave would be.
Why would I? Oh, because I'm Mexican. Yeah.
Sorry, if you want to put it like that.
But yeah, Deadpool 2. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I'll watch it for sure. when it comes out on
I don't know, I
Netflix.
just really love the whole Deadpool character because I've been reading like the comics for it for a long time before like the movie was announced, and I thought it was like a really cool and fun like
Here's
different character.
it's a comedy superhero movie,
Yeah, it's
which
so
is
good,
good.
but it's really good.
It's fine. Like that's fine. That's cool. Like that's not really a thing that's been done. I mean, there's heroes that make like jokes in their superhero movies, but it's never been like just like
Or at least just
specific
in
for sort of,
Marvel,
like-
because like DC are super serious.
yeah,
Super serious.
yeah.
Like they don't joke.
That's
at all.
that's what I always thought is like DC was always like a more serious thing, rather and Marvel's sort of a little more lighthearted with a sort of like serious end goal, but it's still like not a comedy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean Deadpool is Marvel, so
Yeah.
The first Deadpool movie was very good.
I thought it was good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of that's what I said. Like I always like to hope that something will do well, but always kind of go in with some caution. That way you can like if it's anything above like mediocre, then you still probably enjoyed it and didn't think you wasted your time.
Yeah.
But another movie that System and I started talking about when we got really we were like we just stop before we get too far into this was the new Star Wars movie, the Solo one coming out.
Oh.
What a fucking pile of trash that's gonna be.
Oh yes.
So
Completely
No,
ass.
God bless system. It looks like it's just milking like the last money they can out of Han Solo's character.
Yeah, it's just the guy's already dead. Just let him die with his.
well,
sword.
it's expanded universe story. It's not like the main Star Wars
Well, yeah, but
stories you
there's
would know.
so many better expanded.
I did like.
expanded
I think
universe
anything like the Old Republic would be cooler than
Oh,
anything.
the Old
Oh.
Republic.
Dude, the
Oh.
trailers for the Old Republic games are on point.
Oh, the
Well,
cinematic trailers. For
Those are
those
some of the best
games
game trailers
are,
of
like,
any
dude,
game
even,
trailers.
Dude, those trailers are just have way more potential than any fucking spin-off they could do. Like at this
About like
point.
current
I
like that
remember
Star Wars
when-
story we know. Yeah.
I remember
Even
when
the frick-
one of the Old Republic games were going to come out, and the cinematic trailer was like Darth Vader without his mask, or is that a different Sith character?
Or
I
no,
think
no, the
it's
Old Republic
different.
you're talking about.
Before that.
I don't remember his name, but you're talking. Yeah, it looks like him, right? And he's got the breathing mask and all that, and he crashes
Yeah,
into the
Yeah, but
temple.
that's one. That's not Darth Vader. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, like,
some
the Old
twin
Republic is
guy.
what, like 100 years, like or 1,000
Couple-
years or something like that
Couple many
before.
years before.
It was a
before
long
that.
time before the
It's
movies.
before the Clone Wars, basically.
Yeah, it's
Either way,
before
that cinematic where he like jumps into an area and just is fucking shit up. It made me
Oh.
want to play that game so bad.
Oh yeah, I remember the cinematic trailer where it's like the
The Old Republic
racing, and we see
games-
that guy and his brother. That's so good.
Okay, I got an actual answer before we get too far. The Old Republic games take place more than 3,600 years before the Star Wars films.
Oh damn.
No,
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
like when the Sith were more than two.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
that
Old
was when
Republic
like that
has-
was when there was like as many Sith as there were Jedi, and it
Jedi.
was like hundreds, and there were actual like real
Fights.
like
Yeah.
fights, and not
Yeah.
Can we
like
talk about how technology has stagnated in the Star Wars universe so poorly?
yeah.
Oh,
what
yeah.
what more do
Like,
they have though at that
they're
point?
still using the shittiest stuff for no reason.
But what
But
more
I
do they
mean,
have
do
at that
you-
point?
I don't know if it's you guys, but I'm not as scared of Kylo Ren as I am of the other Sith that they used to have.
Yeah,
Like
no,
Darth
because
Maul
he's a.
was pretty good.
Dude, Darth Maul was such a good character, and they're just like, it's killed.
and this
No,
was
Darth
like-
Maul
think-
had
I
good
think
potential. He was not
they
a good
gave
character.
they gave more screen time to the fucking pod racing to then.
Actually, Darth
I
Maul
just-
came back recently, and they had a whole
Oh yeah, I remember.
series
I
about
remember
him.
seeing like he didn't die, and he gets like his robotic waist
Yeah.
down, and he some. I mean, it's just like okay, let's just bring him back because he was a cool character, and maybe it was a shame to kill
It's
him
for
off
the
like that.
cartoon though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently it's still canon to the actual like.
to the actual Star Wars. Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing, though. Like, you can't keep doing that kind of shit, and then it doesn't take place in the big movies.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
no one knows that Darth Maul's alive as a cartoon because it's
No.
unimportant
Well,
to the
at
main
that
plot.
point, he's dead already.
Well, yeah, because it's been a
Spoiler
couple
alert.
years.
But yeah, he's dead by then.
Like, it's
he-
just like a
nobody
spin-off,
knows
you
he's
could say.
alive because he's dead. System. No,
Yeah,
nobody
but I
can-
mean, if you take it, I mean, also in like the recent movies, like the time since he got chopped in half to the movies that are being released right now, I think he'd be like dead by, even if it's by old age. I think he'll be dead by now.
I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, he is an adult
I
when
just-
Anakin is a small child, and then Anakin
And
gets
grows
grown
up,
a
and
big
he
guy, and then
dies,
his
and then-
Anakin's sons also get a grown old guys, and then they also die. So
And then
basically,
there's
feel like
another-
we're
yeah, he's probably
boring
dead by
them.
now. Yeah, I don't know. Just
okay.
I just don't like. I don't have high hopes for Solo because like the whole ever since they restarted doing the movies, it's like the first one was just like, it was really kind of like slow paced, and I didn't care about any of the characters. And then there's these like really like weak, like fucking Jedi's and fighting really weak Sith, and then Rogue One came out, and it was just like, well, this is kind of cool because you're not just watching some like people wander
Oh, I
around
enjoyed
aimlessly. It's
Rogue
like
One.
Rogue One was probably the best of the new movies so far, but
I enjoyed it so.
Oh yeah, Rogue
much.
One was, even the ending was really cool, where
So
you get to
much.
see like the lead up into Episode 4. That was.
I think it's
I-
just it was just a really good movie, plot wise, the way they made it, the way it's executed. It's just so good. I enjoyed it
I didn't even-
so
yeah.
much.
but I didn't even watch The
Yeah,
Last
I've
Jedi
yet to
'cause I
watch
just-
it because it takes place between the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And none of those characters exist in the original trilogy, so I don't give a shit because I know they're all gonna die.
Yeah,
My
Oh, yeah,
favorite
or you've heard,
was.
by now you've heard at least that they've died, so it's whatever. But like that, and then I didn't even watch The Last Jedi because when I heard like a review about it, it was just like really kind of not that good. And then there was like Jedi parts where it's like, ooh, this is interesting, but then they don't really even seem to care about that, and they focus on other shit that you don't care about.
I guess that's
I
true.
mean, it's a fine movie to watch if you just like turn your brain off. But then
Okay.
there's 3 specific points in the movie where your brain comes on and it's just like, wait, no, what?
I mean, yeah, I'll watch it when it comes out on like Amazon Prime or Netflix or something. Like, but until then, I don't really care, and I don't think Solo's gonna be that great either.
Me neither.
No, I doubt I'm gonna watch it.
It's
Even.
probably gonna be like Rogue One, where it's just like, oh, hey, it's on Netflix.
And they
I'll
even
watch it
like
real
they're
quick,
even
and then
in the trailers, they're like setting up some like cliffhanger scenes, like, oh no, we're gonna crash into this rock. What should we do, Chewie? It's like, bro, you're in the fucking original movie. Shut the fuck up. You're not gonna die.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know there's no tension here because you can't die yet.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like they have
literally
the
immortal.
plot armor is so strong.
Yeah. Imagine if they actually killed the character, and then it's just like, wait, what? And then it just ends. see you later, losers. Yeah.
Did any of you watch Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Yeah, I did.
Did you enjoy the end credit scene that Marvel had for its viewers?
I don't remember
I
the end credit
think
scene,
so
but
I don't remember the end credits.
Remind us what that was.
When you like finished like watching the end credits, one of the videos of Captain America comes out, and he's just like talking to you about disappointment and how to cope with it, and how you've waited so long for something yet it doesn't like yield anything.
no, I don't remember
Okay.
that at all.
Okay, what about
What?
I do.
You gotta
no.
watch it.
I guess, yeah. I guess I'll go watch it after this. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked Homecoming. I've always liked Spider-Man movies. Just like a
Oh
soft
man,
spot.
are we
in my
having
heart.
movie night now after this?
I don't know about after this, but
Maybe.
maybe tonight. maybe
maybe not
tonight,
after
but-
this, but maybe
I mean, System
this
might die in a
weekend.
hurricane, but that's whatever.
That's whatever. We can do without System movie.
long
Yo,
as he-
isn't there a movie?
It's true. If you
where,
didn't know, I'm currently in an area where a hurricane warning is going on right now, and
Yeah.
I'm dedicating my life to you doing this fucking podcast instead.
System should be like evacuating and shit, like going to shelters, and it's just like sitting in his desk.
Hold on,
like,
we got 30
"Podcast."
more minutes. For
Yeah, I know.
podcast.
It's just like I've got another half-hour podcasting. Go away, Bob. He doesn't live with his mom.
The
But
house has no ceiling anymore. Ah!
I have
could
to
watch that
push my
movie.
mic right up to my mouth so you can still hear me over the wind.
I mean, it's raining outside. Does that count over here?
Yeah.
We also
Yeah, are we
Same
gonna live stream System's house getting blown away in HD?
We're gonna switch to IRL real quick.
Yeah, system, just record that, and after you die, just like mail me the CD or hard drive or whatever, and I'll edit it.
Just like right on your dead body, just
That
like
was-
tattoo yourself. If I die, send this USB to this address.
That
please."
was kind of a joke. It's not very funny or very long form, but like, yeah, we were trying to find ways to send video files to system so you could edit them, but then like the only I found the like number one recommended way to do it is just email him a CD with the video files on it. Or not email,
Email
fucking
me a
mail,
CD.
mail. Sorry, I even couldn't say how stupid the real thing was. Yeah.
What if I only have
Email
floppy
a CD.
disk?
What if you only have
What?
what?
What if I only have floppy disk? Will he take that?
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
gonna store on a floppy disk. What
mean,
is
Char.
the largest floppy disk, like file size that a floppy disk can hold?
I think it was like something.
512
about-
megabytes.
Yeah, 512.
Is it 512?
I
I
think,
think so.
Blah, blah, blah.
I haven't
One-
checked in quite a long time.
1.44. No. Oh.
No, 1.44
1.44
megabytes
what?
is not. That can't be it.
Oh, hey, the
It's
range.
just no. You're reading what became the most common size.
Well, I wonder what's the.
I'm not gonna make the joke that people wouldn't remember fucking floppy disks, but whatever.
I remember there being this cartoon in which the flop disk was the key to destroying the world.
The biggest one I see is IO mega floppy disks that can store 5, 10, 100 popular zip drive media and 100 or 250 megabytes.
Huh.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Now we have freaking USBs that can hold like.
128 gigabytes.
How many?
Is
Yeah,
that the largest,
120
or is
gigs.
it at 256 now?
Do I need to change
It's-
like the title now to the stream, like old geezers talk about old tech?
We're just talking about
Okay,
whatever. dude.
let's. Okay, Char. Then okay, Chuck. Chuck.
Ah, no.
Back in
Here
my
is.
day.
All right, I want you to guess how much you think this is. Here's a flash drive, USB 3, can hold 2 terabytes. How much do you think that is?
$20.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Dave?
I'll say 25.
What?
2
$20.
terabytes.
170.
2 terabytes.
$170.
Oh, 2 terabytes. Oh fuck! I changed my 125.
Mm.
I don't know prices in the U.S., but
How many
I'll just
pesos?
go with something similar to Char. 120.
Yours are
The
way
equivalent
off.
would be 8 million pesos.
just add a 0 and multiply it by 2.
Yeah, we'll do the math. Just hold on.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
$1.
it ret-
It's 20 pesos.
So on Newegg, it is retailing for $1,400.
1,400.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Ah.
I can buy 5 with. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have money.
No, please.
Now-
In
So-
20 years, they'll be in the $5 bin at Walmart.
Yeah.
Dude, not even at the $5 bin. It's just like when you go to the cashier, it's like there's chocolates, some
I've
like
never been to
Now, there is zero
Gums.
way I believe that this is. There's one on eBay, a 2 terabyte flash drive. It has no brand, and it's comes from China, and it says it's $33. But it also says it holds
it's
2
coming from
terabytes.
China. It's probably filled with sand, so it feels heavy. when
It's
you open
no,
it.
I'm
It's
saying
not gonna
like
be
it
nothing.
probably works, but it probably has like, fucking, like 2 megabytes on it or some shit. I don't think there's any reviews on it, but like I just love eBay scams where it's just like, look at this impossible thing. Like at least the other one came from like Kingston's website, and you're just like, okay, a reputable brand on their own website, that's believable. Wonder what, what area of technology is what holds technology back the most? Is it like
I mean-
storage, or is it like processing speed
I
or
don't-
something? That's,
I mean,
don't know. I don't
it's not
know that.
actually like something holding back another thing. It's mostly like companies trying to like exploit things.
Oh, I'm
make
sure
them-
there's a
Yeah,
sense
like,
of
I
like,
think-
why would
make
we
them
just?
like more expensive than they should be, and making people not able to.
Well, it's like the thing with
invest
PCs, where
in
just
newer.
I just built a
Yeah,
new computer,
exactly.
but like in 2 years, all my shit's gonna be fucking terrible by comparison to the new stuff. So I'm gonna get the new stuff.
Yeah, they're making it so they're making it like getting the new stuff hard to get. So people just know so much investment into it because people don't buy it because
Yeah.
it's expensive. So if they would make it like actually more affordable, I think they could get like improve faster. But people and greed and shit, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think industry exploits is a big thing holding back like actual technological advancement. But like every day you see pictures of shit like this guy is developing nanotech that can work, that's like less than the size of 3 atoms. Like
Yeah.
there's all kinds of shit that people are doing, and we just don't know about them yet because they're not commercially available.
Yeah. Like I know there's all kinds of like stuff out there that's like way above what we have now in a consumer area. And I'm sure a lot of that stuff that's like super out there would be not, I guess, in the financially in the best interest of companies to like sell at the current time until these kinds of things become more widely available. But still, I mean,
Is it Apple that always has like whenever they release an iPhone, they always are like 3 to 4 versions ahead
Can you guys hear the
of
rain?
what they?
of what they like released.
Yeah, because like
I'm
they
sure.
say
I'm
like
sure they are
for
ready for their next release, or they have at least a good idea of like what the next few years of their company holds. Like that's why they're
I heard
still
they're
in
like
business.
3 to 4 models ahead of what they
Yeah.
already.
I
They
believe it.
already have
I
like a
believe
lot
that.
of
I
rain.
definitely believe that they are. Not like, oh, we released a phone. Let's get ready for the next year, everyone. Like it's definitely like the gears never stop spinning.
Hmm.
If they can get his head as far as as possible, that's in their best interest to do.
True.
So I'm not like upset about that. I understand that companies need to make money and they need to be like well organized and have good workflow and all that shit. But
Well,
still,
yeah, but even though they could like just try to be more comprehensive about if they have this, why not just sell it instead of, I mean, they need to make money, so just having like being at the top of the market doesn't mean you have to like hold some like products just because you don't want to sell it. I don't know what's the actual reason.
yeah. Oh well. So I guess next, I thought I didn't realize this until like last night when Ray told me, but I guess Hawaii is slowly trying to kill itself.
Oh yeah, the one of the
What?
big volcanoes, the
Yeah, so
kaboom.
in I think in the last like I'm gonna say week because I don't know the exact dates for sure, but there was a 5.4 volume earthquake. Um, a volcano erupted, and there's a lot of people like evacuating. And like as I was trying to like look up some facts about it before we started, there was like it said on CNN like 1 minute ago a 6.9 earthquake hit. So it's like it's like how long do we have until Hawaii explodes? Let's find out.
Yeah, Hawaii's is going self-destruction mode.
I know. That's crazy.
But I
Someone,
don't think Hawaii
someone
is trying
accidentally
to kill
pressed the
it.
button.
No, I don't think the people are like, yo, let's pump up this volcano. This is nothing. I think it's more like a we can't really help this situation.
Well,
But like,
obviously they
what's the
can't do
attitude
anything.
of the people on the islands? Are they just like, oh, we got to get out, or are they trying to like tough it through?
I'll try and figure that out, but like, uh,
Well, by
uh,
far, you'll always have like those people who are like, I'm not leaving even if there's lava outside my house.
well, yeah,
Eh,
I'm sure there is like a level of just people who are like, I don't give a fuck. It's not gonna bother me. Like, but you know,
Bring it on,
yeah, bring it on.
Mother Nature. It's like, have you seen Moana? It's gonna be like a
Nah,
big ass
nah.
magma bitch just trying to fuck you up.
If we're gonna talk about killing ourselves, uh, my homeland Nicaragua has been having that fun time.
Oh really?
What's happening in
Yeah.
Nicaragua?
Apparently, the old what's it called of healthcare for the elderly? I think that's
Uh,
actually what it's called. Well, they had that there, and they revoked it, and people started rioting. So government came and started shooting all the elderly people that were rioting,
What?
and now they are
Excuse me?
continuously killing rioters that are going against them. I
Nice
believe
job, government.
Nicaragua is still communist. I think.
Um,
It couldn't be communist because then there would be bullets for everyone.
yeah, everyone would have
Uh,
bullets.
you mean
Duh.
our bullets?
Yeah.
God, I don't know. People, government does do a lot of stupid shit. Like actually, my family is kind of worried about the upcoming presidential elections here in Mexico because it's most likely this candidate that it's just like the one that has the most percentage about being the one about to win is it's like a lot of people are against him, like the people on the higher classes, because he is not communist, but he's talking about taking money from the people that have a lot and give it to like the people that don't have a lot of money, which would like that's why he's getting a lot of support from the people, because most of the people in Mexico have really bad economic conditions. So recently the government made a law that allows them to command the army by any means. Like they don't actually need a reason. They can just say like just go out the streets and kill people, right? So what they are worried about is like if this guy actually wins the elections, the party that's right now in the power would be like, we're not gonna accept this, and they actually like send the army out. So they're actually thinking about moving either to the US or to Canada, because like something like that could happen, and they're actually kind of worried.
Yeah. I can
I don't know. It just reminded me like about that what Char said. It just reminded me of this because like the elections are gonna start this June, so shit might go down
So
soon.
you guys heard it. Dave is telling you guys to go out there and put your votes in. Make sure you vote for the right person.
Yeah, for all the Mexicans are surely watching this are in the voting age. Go and vote for the right guy. You know what I'm talking about. And also, if I need to move, I'm gonna move with Char. Definitely, 100%. If I ever need to leave Mexico, I'm just going straight to Char's apartment. Is that okay with you, Char?
Char's got
I
nothing.
mean, hey, listen. As long as you're documented and everything is good, yeah. And if you cook, I mean, hey, why not?
Nice. I know how to cook. I know how to cook.
You
I know how to do basic chores.
do your lawn for you.
Yeah, I'll do your lawn. Yeah, in your apartment. Your lawn apartment.
The lawn apartment.
Yes. So, okay, moving on with less political shit.
Yeah.
Okay. How about we do the
Wait,
fuck, marry,
hold on.
kill?
I actually wanted to hear Snaz's opinion because he was talking to me about this before, how he hates Arby's.
I don't know Arby's, but go ahead. Explain what
mean,
Arby's is.
It's just like a, you know.
Okay, Arby's is a place where you can get roast beef sandwiches and
Yeah.
other types of sandwiches, but it's a fast food place, but it's not a typical fast food place where you get like hamburgers and garbage like that. They have the best fucking curly fries on the goddamn planet, and they also have like mozzarella sticks and chili and other stuff.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I mean, it's definitely garbage, but it's not the worst garbage.
It's
There's worse garbage out there.
I will never go to an Arby's unless I have to.
Did you have like a traumatic experience as a child?
No, it's just not like why when there's like any other fast food, why would I go to Arby's?
I think
It's true. I don't like any of the sandwiches at Arby's really. Like I'll get a crispy chicken sandwich at Arby's if I go to Arby's. But it's really all about the sides, like the curly fries and the mozzarella sticks. Otherwise, there's no point to going to Arby's. Just go somewhere else. Especially because I only get the chicken sandwich if I go to Arby's. I might as well go to somewhere that makes a better chicken sandwich.
I don't know. I feel like Arby's is healthier in comparison to like visually. I've never like
It makes a better
just
chicken
tested
sandwich.
out the ingredients, but like Arby's seems healthier. And whenever I go to an Arby's here,
I mean,
the company in Arby's is much better than the company in McDonald's.
So let me just put this out there. If you're going to get fast food, you're not looking for it to be healthy, are you?
No.
Like,
I mean,
the
there's
whole
some
point-
people who go to McDonald's to buy salads.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like it just goes
think
against
you'd-
the point.
I feel like you'd have a better, healthier option to just, go buy
I mean,
a bag of lettuce
It's cheaper and more healthier to buy your own food and cook it yourself. Like if you would
Yeah.
actually care that much about eating healthy, you would just make your own food. Like
And-
if you're
and-
going to fast food restaurants
Yeah.
because you just want to have fast food.
go to fucking
So-
Walmart, buy a bag of like salad mix, and you're good.
Like, it's not even a salad. You can just make your own food, your own dinner,
Well, I'm
and
just
it'll be
responding
way
to the people who
healthier.
go to McDonald's to buy a salad.
I'm not
Yeah, it
going
goes
to
against
McDonald's
the
to buy
point.
fucking salad.
Like, if you're gonna get fast food, you're not looking at it to be healthy. If you're going to eat healthy fast food, it goes against the point of fast food. Like, I know. Like, if you wanna, a lot of people like eating out, and they want it to be healthy because they're lazy butts, so they don't want to cook. But I mean, it's not as healthier. It's just making your own food. If you really care about being healthy, you make your own food.
Yeah. I kept cooking like in this last week, and I made the food channel on Discord, and I wanted to post them as I make them, but I never remember to like. I just finished. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this, and I eat it, and I'm just like, oh, and that completely defeats the purpose of that because I've made some interesting stuff last week, but whatever. It's all
Okay.
Nothing I ever
So-
cook looks nice. It always tastes pretty okay, but nothing I ever make looks nice. So I always get like, oh, I want to, this looks, or this tastes delicious. I want people to see this. But then it's just like, but it looks like I'm actually eating dog shit.
You guys want
So
to delicious?
maybe I won't share that.
You guys want to taste delicious? How about from our sponsors at Blue Apron?
What?
I'm
When did we get a sponsor?
We don't have
It's like
sponsors.
we have a
kidding.
sponsor.
Why would
We don't
be
have sponsors.
No, we're not
If
affiliated
you wanna, if
with
you're at Blue Apron,
anyone,
wanna
let
No,
alone
sponsor
Blue
but I
Apron.
did try Blue Apron. It was good. I loved it. It was.
All right,
I was,
throwing it out there, Blue Apron. If you're listening, we want that sponsor.
We want that sponsorship, man. We'll talk about you in a positive light to upwards of 7 people.
We'll even find a way to
And
transition.
as you say,
Perfect.
7 people, or maybe even more, if you would like to promote us. Okay, let's continue.
I did promote this on the Discord.
False
at least.
advertising. We tell them
Yeah.
that Dave's tacos were made with Blue Apron.
Sure.
I'm gonna be 100% real. I don't know what Blue Apron is.
It's
Me
like
neither.
I think it's one of those like
Oh,
like
That's a northern
send you
thing.
meals and you like prepped meals and you just like put them in the
They
microwave. and eat 'em.
basically send you the ingredients
Oh,
and the
fucking
directions. and you
like
make the meal.
Food Cube and shit like that.
I have
yeah,
no idea
that's-
what that is.
I think I
It's
just made
like,
it up. But you know
okay,
what I mean.
got it.
No,
Makes
I
sense.
don't know what Food Cube is.
I think there's one called Hello Fresh.
Yeah, that one I do know. I
I've
don't know.
gotten that before, and it's a waste of money.
Really?
It costs like $60 for 3 meals, and all the stuff that's in the box you can get for much less than $60.
And you still have to cook it.
And you still have to cook it. That's right. Why not just go buy my ass a fucking frozen pizza for
Did you-
$2?
Because you don't have to
When
leave
I
the
could-
house.
Frozen.
how much
like-
is how much is leaving the house
you
in your time
don't
worth? dude?
have to leave the house so often now for groceries and stuff. Like, even in the small town that I live in, you can get Walmart to deliver to your house. Like, it's ridiculous.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I mean, I cook on a daily basis because, I mean, I'm the one in charge of making food in my house. Like, we like divide the chores. So I mean, I decided to do the cooking because I like it. So I think it's way better, and you can end up with more tastier food if you make it yourself.
In my house, it's always I just start cooking something, and Ray walks downstairs, and she goes, "Oh God, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, we'll find out in a little bit." And it's usually like I usually get a solid. That was good, but I mean, every now and again we have like tremendous fails.
I know
Ray
the
cooks-
struggles.
Ray cooks like the
Yeah.
meals that like we like and eat often, but I'm the one that always has like I'm experimental. So usually like once or twice a week I might throw something random in there, but I never like
Yeah,
tell her
I
what it
normally-
is. And she gets really mad because it's just like, what are you making? It's just like you'll find out in about a half an hour, and she's just like, no,
Yeah, I normally
what
do like
is that?
regular. That stuff doesn't take so long because my classes are normally in the morning. Like
Yeah.
I don't have any like afternoon classes, so I normally do it a day before, so you can just heat it up. So the days that I actually have time to cook food are the weekends
Yeah,
because I don't have classes the weekends. So the weekends are the days I actually take time to make either more complicated food or just try out new recipes. Because right now I've been getting a lot of like Asian cooking. So the other day I tried to do this like orange chicken thing you can buy like like fucking Panda Express, like the same
Uh-huh.
recipe. Dude, it was
Mhm.
like it took me a lot of time, but it tasted so good. Like I don't know, I just love Asian cooking a lot.
If you like
Asian
Asian
cuisine.
cooking,
Poison.
go to your like local rest or grocery store, and there's like usually an Asian section.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
picking up some Asian style food. Like I remember a couple weeks ago I got this garlic sesame sauce that was absolutely delicious. That
Oh yeah,
like
the other day
went
I
on
got.
chicken and
Mhm.
like noodles and shit. It's all so
Oh
good.
yeah, they have this section of in the grocery store that I go have a lot of like noodles and rice and I've been looking at I mean I don't know how to cook duck, but I want to learn to because they have this like seasoning for duck and some interesting recipe I found. It's just like damn, I want to try how to make duck, but I don't know where to get duck first.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying duck. I thought you were
Duck.
saying dog.
Well, all you gotta do is go to the local
I'm
pond.
sorry, my accent might sometimes be kind of
Hey, if you're interested,
messing
all you
things
gotta
up.
do is go to like your local pond. There's a couple there. Just catch.
Yeah, sure, because we have a local pond everywhere,
We-
and they
we
have
have-
like freaking ducks everywhere.
Who lives in Mexico? Don't you know that's a desert?
Yeah, it's like as bad as where I live.
Yeah,
I live in the
dude,
new
there's
one.
like
I live in the
fucking
new and improved
cacti
one, and it's
everywhere.
terrible here. Can't wait to leave.
God.
Which is coming up soon. The old move. But yeah,
And you're
So-
moving to England, was
I'm
it?
moving. Yeah, England is where I'm going.
Are you gonna send us souvenirs or?
No,
Send me some
Oh.
fish and chips.
no.
I tried making that the other
English
day.
food is
Tasted good.
terrible.
At least you'll be able to hang out.
They
with
have
UDK.
beers warm. That's
That
That-
is
no.
ridiculous to me.
That's- that-
Beer's warm. I can't drink
is-
a cold beer. It's
that-
all disgusting, but you want it warm?
That's
Yeah,
that's
no, I like beer
not
and
necess- that's
cold
not-
beer on a hot day is so good.
it's not completely true. I'm sure there are places that serve warm beer, but typically it's cold.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just the idea of some places actually doing it.
Every
warm.
bar
It's
I've only been in Ireland, but every bar in Ireland it's always been cold.
like, okay, good. Good.
Well, Ireland wants to do as little as possible to be like England because they hate them.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters. There's some people that still think it matters, but like I almost general, I don't know. It's whatever. I don't care. But yeah, moving on to our next subject. What is our next subject?
I think
I
Dave
mean-
will do the fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Starting
do
with Char.
What?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Is it the other three people?
Am I
Is it
gonna-
the other three people or just like in the
But you
whole
said
server?
Char, fuck, marry, kill, go, and I'm like, well, who? You usually have to have three people to like.
Okay, let's.
Among these
okay,
three
so-
people, who would you fuck,
Is
marry?
it just me for all three? Like, are you what?
So how are we doing this? Just people from the server, just fucking us three.
Well, let's just do us three,
I
so we
mean,
don't have to
would
think about it.
typically want to do like celebrities or
Yeah, you
someone
just, like-
that you know.
Okay. Let's think about this.
All right, Vin Diesel, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and Sarah Silverman, go.
Who is Sarah
Kill Sarah
Silverman?
Silverman.
Who the fuck is Sarah Silverman?
She's an unfunny comedian.
Okay.
You kill Sarah Silverman, you fuck The Rock, and you marry Vin Diesel.
All
Okay,
right,
how about we let Char do it?
What? Why Van Diesel though?
'cause I-
He voiced the Iron Giant.
Dude,
This guy,
he's
this
fucking,
man
he's
has
I-
heart of
fucking
gold.
fast and furious,
okay.
boy.
I picked the three names that came to my head first. That's how that was chosen. Go.
I don't even know who Sarah Silverman is.
You just
It's a
fuck-
comedian,
She's
go.
a comedian.
You
Oh,
can
you ever
always,
see-
you
Uh,
can always rely on your
most
friend
most
Google.
recent thing I think you might have seen her. Have you seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Oh, I know who
Oh.
she is now.
Yeah. She's not the main.
He's the
blonde
least
chick, but
fun
she's-
part of that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you
if
can
you can
just
believe
you
it.
can just do the whole Google part.
yeah,
you
she's
know,
the
there's-
prostitute in
there's
that
a-
movie. But
There's
yeah.
this search engine.
Anyway,
So Char,
so
who you fuck, marrying, killing?
go, Char.
Hmm.
Come on, pick one.
I guess marry Sarah Silverman.
Okay.
Damn, you gave me a hard one because Dwayne the Rock Johnson, man.
I know.
I guess kill Van Diesel. Because if you
Hmm.
kill Van Diesel, that'd be pretty cool. You'd be like, yo, I killed Van Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
everybody would be like mad respect points. And then I guess the last one would be Dwayne the
Mad
Rock Johnson, of course.
Of
You'd
course,
fuck
it
Dwayne
had to be
you'd
mad
fuck-
fucking respect.
I like how we're
Okay.
all saying Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You don't just say like The Rock or something.
That's his formal title.
I
We
know.
don't say anything else.
Dwayne quote The Rock quote Johnson.
Yeah, well, it's not like we're actually gonna. It's like, oh, he's talking about another rock.
Yeah, I know.
I
Okay,
wonder
whatever.
who of the many rocks he's talking about.
All right, Dave, your turn. I chose the
Okay.
people, so it's customary that I go last.
Okay, so who is the same three people?
Yeah.
Wait,
you get a
hold
separate
on.
just
It's
the
too
people,
easy
Dave.
for Snav.
Yeah. I
So
already
I'm
know
gonna
my
pick
one.
3 random people for Snav while you guys do yours.
Okay, you can do that, but I mean, I already know my answer.
Okay,
I'm gonna answer both.
I marry the Rock, cause the Rock. I kill Sarah Silverman. She's annoying, and I fuck Vin Diesel.
Ah,
Because he's
Well-
Fast and Furious.
he's fast and he's furious. Well, before Char gives me my 3, I would marry The Rock. I'd kill Vin Diesel and I'd fuck Sarah Silverman.
Okay.
I think you all killed Sarah Silverman.
Yeah. Okay, so Char, who are you picking for?
I guess
good
since I'm
boy
not
Snap?
allowed to have because I
Right.
chose people at random and I didn't have any.
I got one, but it's not a celebrity. But these other 2 are. You got Steve Buscemi, Eddie Murphy, and System's mom.
I don't want to play into your petty little argument. You shitty shit.
What petty argument? It's a pretty casual.
But
Steve Buscemi, of course, had to be that guy.
kill Steve Buscemi. I guess marry Eddie Murphy and fuck System's mom. I don't even know System's mom, or never I've ever seen System's mom. So I couldn't honestly give you a good answer there, but
She's
That's
a
what I'm-
very nice lady.
that's what I've come up with. Yeah, look at the strapping young lad that she raised. System.
God. Well, okay, I could guess
This
that.
is just sitting
that
there uncomfortably.
Just sitting there.
I will not play into this game.
he's just going to mom. Get off the stream.
You will
now.
not bait me.
I guess that concludes fuck, marry, and kill.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, I didn't.
I don't think it's as relevant to Dave and
Okay.
Char, but I mean, I am interested in the Dark Souls remaster.
Oh, what do you mean
Yeah.
is interesting for me? I love Dark Souls.
Oh, well, I didn't know, Dave. You never played with us. We played all the fucking time.
I guess this is a
I'm
segment where I step out for
sorry,
like
it's
5
just
minutes.
I don't have it
While we talk
like
about
in my
Dark Souls.
computer. I have it for this fucking Xbox.
Oh, well, that's
I
wrong.
also have it for Xbox. You want to go? Let's do it.
I need to buy gold again. I haven't bought like Xbox Gold in a long time. Might as well just wait for the remaster to come out on PC and play the fuck out of that.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'll just play Dark Souls 3 on PC.
Gonna have
It's good.
6-person co-op.
Six person.
6 person? Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's gonna be so lit.
Wow.
It's gonna be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
The-
imagine
the
going
fucking-
through like 4 kings with 6 people?
Damn, dude. They're gonna get fucked in the butt. Yeah.
I've almost
Everyone
actually.
could be fighting their own king.
John and I almost
Imagine if like
did
the
a.
difficulty go up.
John and I almost finished a no death run on Dark Souls 3.
What? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I got to the Twin Princes, and I think we died like once or
Damn.
twice, and then we beat the Soul Cinder on first try. I don't think we've died in the DLC yet.
Huh.
So we have
Dude,
like 2 deaths total.
Imagine if, like, in the co-op version of Dark Souls, it would just get like more difficult the more people you have,
Well, that's what usually it is.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not.
it does.
They're
They
not more
usually
difficult.
scale up
like,
they're
enemy
just.
but,
health
like-
with that.
but like exponentially.
You're not. The bosses and fights don't become more difficult. You just get worse. Like you have worse damage and less health.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm saying like, how about just like have more enemies and make them like be actually difficult instead of you being less effective.
I want grave lording to actually be a thing again because I want to grave lord people. I think that's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
By the way, if you don't know what grave lording is, it's where you essentially fuck up everyone else's world and they have to invade you to
Oh
stop
yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, vetting is fun because it's like the regular, just like, oh, this guy looks like an idiot, but it turns out the guy's a fucking pro. And you just get cocked like completely. So
But yeah, no, I'm excited for Dark Souls. That should be fun.
yeah, me too. I know Scotty wants to play it too. I want to
Yeah.
play it with him too.
Do you think they're going to release the Artorias of the Abyss DLC with the base game?
I mean, if
I'd hope
they're
they do
already
DLCs.
remastering it, they might as
Yeah.
well do it.
If it's an
like,
entire-
if they already have the way.
Yeah, if it's an entire remaster, I don't see why they wouldn't include DLC with that.
I don't know. They might not saying it's a guarantee or anything, but they might be adding new content as DLC. I know they're not
Oh.
adding anything new in the base game.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it would
Makes sense.
definitely leave a. Okay. Yeah, they said John says Dark Souls Remastered has the DLC in it. So I was gonna say it would
Okay.
definitely have
Well, that's
left a
good.
bad taste in my mouth with FromSoft if you had to buy the DLC for a game twice.
True.
Like we already have to buy the game again. It's remastered.
You
sure.
don't have to buy anything.
Okay. Well,
You know you're going, but you don't have to.
yeah. I
True.
mean, I'm going to buy it, so that's why I said I have to. I'm going to buy the remaster, but you know, I would. It would be kind of shitty if I had to, spend money on the same
Money
DLC.
again.
Like that seems like really shady. Not that anyone's done it before, that to my knowledge.
Yeah.
What I wish they would do is the same. I know it's not going to happen, but I want them to do the same thing they did with the BioShock remaster,
Yeah.
where anyone who has BioShock PC just gets it for free.
Oh yeah. That'd be so cool.
I'm pretty sure I heard, I can't, I don't have any, verification on this. But I want to believe if you own the original Dark Souls, there's like a discount for the remaster.
I mean, a lot of developers do that sort of thing as well. Like if you own the original, like for Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, or Rebirth, they were like, okay, you get a discount if you own the original Binding of Isaac.
Yeah. That seems good.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. And yeah,
So
John says
how
remaster was
about-
half the price if you own the original.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're rewarding their like fan base or
Well,
customers
it's not even
for
really rewarding.
actually-
It's more just be like, you guys have been cool thus far. Here you go. Like,
Well, yeah, it's not a reward, but you know what I mean.
I feel like that's the right way to do a remaster because it's kind of picking up what John says. Like, the 35 different versions of Skyrim that have been released now,
Oh,
all at
yeah,
$60 a
fucking
piece.
I'm waiting for a Skyrim for my smart watch
Smartwatch.
so I can play on my way home or whatever. I don't know.
You tried.
It's just
Yeah. No, it's stupid. They could definitely have just done another Elder Scrolls game, and I think that would have been pretty cool.
Yep.
But no.
But no, they're stupid.
Do you think you have a bad enough taste in your mouth for Bethesda with the million Skyrim remakes that it would affect your decision to buy another Elder Scrolls game if it came out?
I've got a bad enough taste in my mouth from Fallout 4 with Bethesda.
I mean,
I'm not
I would
buying
just
anything from those fucks again.
I would just wait for the game to actually be out and look at the reviews and just not be the type of videos be like, oh, new game, let's pre-order it and waste money on something I don't know how it's gonna be.
Well, coming
No Man's
off,
Sky.
yeah. Well, you can't say everything is like No Man's Sky because Skyrim
I know. I'm
it
just
still is
using No
a
Man's
good
Sky as an
game,
example.
and I pre-ordered it because coming from playing Oblivion for like ever, I thought it was really good for the time. I like Skyrim.
I actually still have not played Skyrim.
It's
Really?
I mean, if you haven't played like any other Elder Scrolls game, you're not really missing much. It's not like the story of the century or anything. It's
Well,
just,
I know, but so many people talk about, oh, Skyrim's like the best game. That's why there's so million goddamn versions of it. And I'm sitting here like I still haven't played it.
I mean, have you played other Elder Scrolls games? I know you played Fallout, but
I played Morrowind very briefly.
well, so you play
not long though.
No,
you
please,
play
no spoilers in Skyrim. I'm still playing it right now,
you
Char,
play
the game came out
you,
fucking 10 years ago. Shut up.
and
So
I
you
just started
played-
playing it an hour ago. Please.
Shut the fuck up, Char. But you played Elder Scrolls Vegas a lot, and that was mostly for gameplay. It's not because it had like amazing story or anything, right?
Elder Scrolls Vegas.
No, Vegas, like Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was just
Fallout New
it was
Vegas,
it was
yeah.
a game about gameplay. Yeah, that's what Skyrim
Well,
is.
I don't know because the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout games have the same gameplay. They're built on the same engine.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from guns, I don't really think it's very good. Like the actual gameplay itself is just not very good.
Well, you
Especially
just play because of like I guess the vastness of it, and like there's all these kind of interesting little side things you can do, and there's just a lot to experience with it, and that's why I think people play.
I just think for Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian, the developer who actually made the game, not Bethesda, put in so much detail, put in so much time, and like it's probably one of the more deep games you can look at if you're looking at like first person shooters.
Yeah.
It's got so much good stuff in there, and it's probably one of my favorite games.
As we're talking about in chat, how many hours we have on Skyrim? I only have 79.
On
Everyone
what?
else is like 100 plus on Skyrim.
Oh.
Oh, my Fallout New Vegas is. Oh no.
I don't know how many hours I have in Skyrim. I know I have more than 100.
I've got like 400 something hours in Vegas.
Here's an easy little quick topic. What's your most played games?
Like single player games or just most played games?
Just most played games? It doesn't have to just be Steam if you know. Like, if
Okay,
you have
there's no like competition in the most played game. I have like 2,000 hours in CS:GO,
Okay.
followed by Smite.
And you're still trash
with
at
like
it.
1,000. Dude, I got into like global elite and stopped playing. Shut the fuck up.
Never seen it.
I mean, I stopped playing like a year ago, maybe more.
My
You
most
get-
played
I'd
game
recommend it.
is probably one of the Mega Man Battle Network games because I
Okay.
had those as a kid on Game Boy Advance, and I played the absolute crap out of those.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Char, what's your most played game on Steam?
Probably Guild
Or
Wars.
just any
On Steam
or just in general, I guess. Yeah, I said
Any
in general.
game, any game.
I think it had to be the Pokemon series.
Not series.
Game
I'm talking
Boy
about
Colors.
like single game.
Just single
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, specific.
Um, So it would be Pokemon Crystal, because that was all I had when I was a little kid.
It's true. I did play Pokemon Red quite a bit as well. Way more than Mega Man.
Okay. Mine's very easily WoW, and I haven't.
Team
like-
Fortress 2. Oh,
No, it's WoW. I played the game for 10 years. I've obviously racked up 10 years. No, it's actually been 13 or 14 now. Yeah, I've racked up some time in it. Last time I looked, it was like somewhere over like 5,000. It's a lot of time. TF2 is like just shy of 1,000. That'd probably be second though. If I had to take a guess, that would probably be second. I can't think of something right now.
I think second would probably be Guild Wars. I think I'm like 4,000 hours into it, maybe a little more.
Does it like tell you? Can you like find out how much playtime you have?
It's hard to tell because my first character, like my first account, Cat has like 2,000 or so hours, and then my second account has more hours than that because it's my older one.
I know certain I have like characters on WoW that have like more time than most people have played games total. Like their most played games. But I tend to stick with like the same few games and play them a lot when I really like them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I definitely agree because I remember earlier this year I started playing Pokemon Red again.
Yeah.
Like there's no point in playing Pokemon Red.
Fire Red?
No, regular Red. The
But
first
I think-
the first set of Pokemon.
I think
Dude, I
the
started playing that and Gold. Oh, it's good to go back to the basics.
so I
Yeah, I
think the
got
first
them both on the shop.
like the single player game I have the most like hours on is one called Stone Keep. Came out in like fucking 1995, I think. It was from my mom had it in her old Windows computer. You know, the ones that looked like fucking refrigerator that had like the freaking monitors are huge. So it's like a dungeon crawler RPG, that it's really long. Like for being from that early in like the game whole industry thing, it has like maybe 10 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
But like if you only do like the main story, like you could just go around and have like everything by 100%. So the first time I played that, I think I was like 5. So I've played through that game like more than 10 times, and I could do it again because it's so much fun. So I think that like that's the game, like single player game I have the most time on. I don't know how many exactly, but if I had to take a wild guess, I would say like maybe 200 hours easily.
There's like no
Like-
way for me to tell, but another close contender to first would have to be like Stronghold, the original one, or Age of Empires or Age of Mythology, because I played like I pretty much played exclusively RTS games when I was a kid, and yeah, no, I mean WoW and stuff started picking up in like 2005, and that's when I started playing, and yeah, I don't know, it's oh shit, UDK is
What
a
about
point.
Minecraft?
Oh no, I don't even want to think
Damn
about it. I wish I knew.
Minecraft.
No, I wish I
Alright.
knew.
Spent so many countless hours just
Oh,
jumping around on blocks.
Yeah,
I completely
Yep.
forgot about. How could I forget about There's Minecraft's probably up there.
the 3 of us are ruined now.
I know.
What
Like
about
it's
you,
just
Dave?
shattered. I was
Minecraft.
okay with World of Warcraft. It's probably still World of Warcraft, but Minecraft is like, oh, just
I
that
don't
one.
consider it playing at that point. It's not hours played, it's hours wasted.
Yeah.
You're probably not wrong, but like just the one server that UDK and I made together is like is easily more than anything I have on Steam, and then all the fucking years I've played before that on top of it. Jesus. I wish I knew,
Yeah.
honestly. I wish there was a stat that told me, but I sadly
Yeah, I
there's
forget
not.
about Minecraft too. I should have a lot of hours in Minecraft too. Gee.
It's easily second or potentially first for me.
I mean, I don't think it'd be more than third on my like list, but it'd still be a lot of hours.
Yeah. Thanks UDK, you asshole. Ruin everything.
Okay, what else could we talk about?
Kanye
We
West.
have
Kanye West. Okay, what about Kanye West?
Okay. He's been doing a lot of stupid shit on Twitter. That's basically why you want to hug, right? It's not like you want to actually discuss his fucking musical career, do you?
No.
I
How
knew it.
about that slavery was a choice by Kanye West?
So
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I think he said something along the lines of like slavery was a choice.
yeah, something I don't know. This guy's an idiot. And then how he said like he and Trump are like best pals and whatever.
You Google Kanye West, and like one of the first things that comes up in Google for autocorrect is like Kanye West news.
It's because like I don't know why. Like I don't know. It's just fucking Twitter. So
Yeah.
I blame Trump for using Twitter too.
Everybody that uses like Twitter, there's like
Let me.
I love how people are so concerned with what people say, like blurted thoughts on Twitter. Like I don't use Twitter,
Okay.
so I can't say I can't relate super well to it. But it's like just the I don't know, just how much people care about it. Like who cares what somebody fucking said on Twitter? Like it's so small and insignificant.
People are
Now-
stupid.
No, yeah, you can go like, okay, you're only further cementing that Kanye West is pretty much just an asshole, but he does that on and off Twitter. It's like it doesn't. I don't know why, but it's just funny. There are people that make a
I don't know,
living off of like
I'm just
reporting
looking at
Twitter
Kanye
stories.
West Twitters right now. It's just like, dude, what is this guy doing?
What
with
is
his
this
life?
guy? Who are you?
Who
I don't
is
know.
he?
I don't use Twitter really. I used to look at like meme Twitters. Like there was
Same.
one that was Gyarados, and it was just in all caps, just yelling about shit.
No, the reason I use Twitter is because normally I just like run out of data for my internet plan. So Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp are just like unlimited. So when I'm out of like internet, I just go into Twitter or Facebook because I don't use either. But I just like go in and look at memes. I just follow like meme accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
think
I don't.
Twitter.
I just went on Twitter for the first time in a long time, and I have like over 100 notifications.
You're popular.
No, most of the time it's like this
You
person
get
posted
tagged
this.
for
This
other
person,
people.
yeah, this person posted this. This person posted this. You know, and it just
It deceives you. It makes you think you're useful in this world and people like you, and then you realize no, it's just my other friends tagging other friends.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, I think that wrap up's fucking Kanye West being an idiot.
Candy West, Candy West.
Can you?
Kanye.
I am curious. What is everyone's like most embarrassing like moments talking
I
about
mean,
Kanye West?
I don't know. I mean, I have some pretty, I don't know if embarrassing, but just like stupid stuff I've done. Because I mean, I don't actually feel much embarrassment. It's just like, I mean, I did something stupid and that's about it. But I don't know if I have something embarrassment. Like, you have the regular just calling you, like when you're in middle school, just calling the teacher mom or something like that. But I don't know.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I've also never done that.
I've never done it either. It's just an example, you asshats. So I mean, I remember this one time. I got like really drunk at a friend's house. So he lives in this apartment complex. So I was blackout drunk. I don't remember what happened, but apparently what happened when we were walking down like the main road next to some cars that were parked, I tripped and fucking made a dent into a car with my head.
What?
Straight up. I don't even remember. I didn't even get a concussion from it. But apparently I just tripped and into the door, like into the driver's door, I just made a dent with my head. And my friend's like, dude, you gotta stand up. We gotta go. Because I don't know if the driver was any near. Well, I mean, the owner of the car, but it's like I apparently made a dent of a car with my head and I don't even remember it.
Oh, if we're talking about drunk stories, this is where we should be. There was one time I was at a party at my friend's house and I got so drunk that I blacked out. But
Mhm.
apparently, in the time that I blacked out, the
Mhm.
police had come. Um, I apparently was hiding in the bushes while the police were there, like to make sure I didn't get caught because I was like 19 at the time.
Uh-huh.
Like we were all underage.
Mhm.
Oh.
I feel like they would have found System, and System's so like blasted, and then he's like, "Shh, I'm hiding from the police."
I woke
Uh-huh.
up on my friend's bedroom floor next to the mat. There's no one sleeping in the bed. So I'm laying on the floor next to a bed and I'm yelling help me because I'm about to throw up.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
man.
I have so many drunk stories, but I do have one, which is the reason why I don't really drink anymore.
Okay.
um, one New Year's Eve, I think it was actually like 2016, so 2 years ago at this point now.
Mhm.
Let's see, where do we start? I'm in my dorm room, and I get a knock on my door, and two people come in, and they're just like, "We're going to Denver," and I'm like, "I don't want to go to fucking Denver. That's like an 8-hour drive." And they were just like, "Nope, we're going. Get your shit." And they're like
Oh my
drinking
god.
in my room. They have their bags, and they're waiting for me to pack, and I pack a bag, and we drive to Denver. And 8 hours later, yeah, we're there. It's probably like 10 o'clock. We go get some shitty hotel room with like hardwood floors and one single like twin bed, and we all just like sleep on the floor.
Mhm.
And, fuck. We immediately start go drinking after that. We don't go to sleep or anything. We just start drinking. And this isn't New Year's Day. This is the day before.
Mhm.
So we start drinking, for a long time, and like I remember, it's really hard because you don't remember. I don't remember most of this because it was like two
Oh
days.
yeah.
It was like 3 days of being blacked out drunk, like just straight, just so like with flashes,
Uh-huh.
and I have pictures and stuff. But like, the first day, I remember like my one friend, he throws up in the bar and he's about to get thrown out and or whatever, and we're like, no, we'll take him home, and we take him back to our room and we just like lay him on the hardwood floor. He's like passed out, and we're just like, well, we'll prop him up against the wall. We'll make sure he's laying like he's alive, and we're gonna go back out drinking. So we call an Uber and we go back out drinking and leave him there to just kind of figure his life out.
Wow.
He's like passed out drunk, like throwing up everywhere, and the next thing I remember, I was in an Uber probably around like 3 in the afternoon. We got tacos.
Yeah.
Then drank a lot of margaritas, and then we got back, and then I'm back into blackout mode. But this is midnight, or this is New Year's Eve rather, and we're like working up our way to survive till midnight, and everybody's just like, we're all gonna make it today. We're not gonna have a friend pass out in the bar, and so it's kind of pacing ourselves. So I have more memory of that day. Like I don't even remember. We're like walking around. We would find random people that are just by themselves, and we're like, are you trying to celebrate New Year's? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, we would just like, well, you're coming with us now. We had like this big group of people that we didn't know any of them, and we were just wandering around Denver on foot through like all these like bars and stuff together, and like people would like leave, and we would just get lost. And I remember like fitting like 6 people on a 2-person one of those like bike carriage service things. Like the dude stopped, and we're like, all of us want to go, and he's like, I'll try. My one friend has a video of us, and we're all like screaming as he's going down the street and like yelling at people on the sidewalks. I swear we met DJ Khaled too, because we looked it up. He was in Denver on that New Year's. We saw this limousine, and my friend was like fucking like heckling the limousine, just like he didn't even know if anybody was in it, but it was on the side of the road, and like. Next thing you know, this is like the back window rolls down, and there's this like, you know, light-skinned, heavy-set black dude, and he's in the back, and he like with sunglasses on at night because he's fucking, you know, cool as shit, right? And he like does the one finger like come here fucking hand motion. We're like, oh fuck, and like my one friend who's like super paranoid, he's like, you're gonna get fucking shot. That's some gangster or some shit. And we get closer, and like, and the dude has like the most, like, you just see inside, and there's just like fucking chicks all down the limo, and there's like the disco ball in it and shit and all that. It's super fucking like topped out. Hands us like the most expensive bottle of liquor I've ever seen in like these like super nice glasses, and he gives us all shots, and we take shots together, and then just disappears in the night, and we're just like, bye DJ Khaled. Like the limo just takes back off on the street, and we're like, okay.
Wow, you must have been really blasted.
Bye, DJ Khaled.
This is day 2 of being drunk, Char.
The limousine levitated away.
No, it didn't levitate away.
Goodbye.
It drove away. Like you don't hallucinate when you're drunk, Char.
Yeah.
It drove away into the
Char,
night.
you've never been
Are
drunk
you
or
sure
what?
that was
And
DJ Khaled?
Yes, he was there. He was in Denver, and there's a limo, and a dude that kind of looks like him, and we were like, okay, that has to have been him. So I will take that to my grave. And we met DJ Khaled. Fuck you. You can't prove me wrong.
I can't prove you right either.
Yeah, but I
We
would
could always
it.
talk to DJ Khaled about
We could
this.
always talk to DJ Khaled. He doesn't remember. He's probably drunk too. I remember going to a few more bars, and then midnight happens, and we're at
Congratulations.
a Coyote Ugly, if you know what those are.
Can you
No.
imagine? It's like DJ Khaled is telling this story on somewhere else, and he's like, I miss these white boys on
I
the
miss
side
these
of
white
the
boys that we
street.
took shots together on the streets. Yeah. But like I remember being in a Coyote Ugly, and then it was midnight. We all took shots. I remember my one friend. Does anyone know what a slap shot is?
No. What's
Okay.
that?
Well, so he's at the bar, and I'm standing right next to him, and the chick is just like, "Hey, do you want a slap shot?" And he's just drunk, so he's just like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And she pours him a shot, and he takes the shot and puts it back down, and she just goes, boom, and fucking slaps the shit out of him. She's like, "That's a slap shot," and he's just like, "I don't think I want those anymore."
Dude, I remember. That reminds me of this shot a girl once tried to get me into. It was like, it's called the pirate shot. I'm like, okay, what's it about? Okay, so you grab a drink of a shot of rum,
Mhm.
then you pour lemon into your eye, so you like fucking patch, and then you do a line of salt. Like, what the fuck? Like, for real, that's a shot.
Yeah. I know what
And
you're
you
talking
just
about.
see some
but
drunk people doing it like at the bar, like, bro, what the fuck are they doing? You're like, oh my god, it's pirate shot. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
I mean,
God,
but to
people
kind of like wrap it up, I remember we took a shot at like midnight, and then me and my one friend were just like, "Fuck this place, we're out," and we left all of our other friends, and we wake up in a drunk tank, and we're like, you look around, and you're just like, oh, there's just a bunch of homeless people in here, and it's just like us, and we just kind of like, we were in there for I think 16 hours before they let us leave. It was miserable.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It was not a fun experience. But we finally left. Like the story, so the movie The Hangover, it's like that in reverse, where the entire group gets lost and one person is left.
Mm-hmm.
And our one friend wandered around pretty much the whole city. He went to like every jail, every hospital, trying to look for us because he was like so paranoid because we had to get back to work like in a day or two or whatever.
Mhm.
And,
Wow.
and he finally finds us.
Poor guy.
Like, I remember this one, like, this nurse walks in the drunk tank, and she's just like, "Are you two, like, these guys, blah, 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 blah?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's just like, "Sweet. Go stand by the phone." And we, like, stand by this, like, pay phone, and it starts ringing. We pick it up, and then we hear our friend. He's just like, "Hi, this is, so-and-so. I was just wondering if blah, 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 these two guys were around." And we're just like, "Oh, that's us." And he's just like, "You motherfuckers!" He's, like, so angry at us. Yeah, but we left, and then I went home, and I just have not drank that much since.
Wait, I remember this. I think there was a point in the Discord when we were looking for you, and then somebody was like, "Snav's in a drunk tank."
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember. That was good times. And then we
So, Char,
completely grilled you about it.
Char, you have
Grill
any
me, I don't
interesting
give a shit.
stories?
I don't give a shit.
Or are
Like,
you a good boy?
No, because I generally don't drink, but my friends do, and I normally am like the caretaker of the group. So I'll have moments where my friend's like, "I'm going to go wash my hands. I'll be right back." And then 2 minutes later, while they're all laughing and stuff, I just hear in the background, "Help me, I'm drowning." And then I go, and he just like has his face under the running water, and he doesn't know that if he pulls himself back, he won't be in the water. And I have to explain that to him. So my friends get really weird when they drink, but I'm normally the guy who has to help them.
Oh, that friend part reminds me. So, normally, sometimes in like Easter, like spring break, what we do is I have this like a little tent that we put up in my garden because it's like a pretty big garden. So we like to sleep over. They like sleep over, right? So last year we decided to drink before like in the fucking tent, right? So we had this inflatable cab little beds. I don't know, it's like mattresses, and we had like a lot of blankets like just folded up in the corner. So we were all getting pretty drunk, etc. We were drinking, having fun. So we were all pretty drunk, like at 3 in the morning. So we wanted to go to sleep, right? So this friend, it just goes like, "Oh man, it's cold." So we had a lot of like spare blankets just folded up. So since we were all drunk, like a friend of mine just grabs like a big patch, like a big amount of blankets, just puts them like in a nice little cube, you could say, because they were like folded into squares, and throws them into his head, right? And they fall like completely perfectly, like they don't even unfold. They like perfectly land in top of his head, right? So he just go, "Thanks." He turns around, the blankets don't fall over, and everyone just goes to sleep. So we wake up, it's like 12 a.m., well, 12 p.m., and we just look over to this friend who was the only one still sleeping, and he still had like the sheets perfectly folded on top of his head. And the guy had no, like, he didn't move the whole night. He was so drunk. It just reminds me of that.
all right. Well, we are at that about point where we need to start wrapping up. So, I guess thank you everybody. Mainly, thank you Char, Dave, and System for watching the podcast. We'll probably I don't know about the exact time next week, but we're gonna try to do this next Friday, probably around the same time, and we'll keep that going periodically as long as we can, as long as we have the willpower to go.
Sounds good.
Right.
And definitely check out our YouTube channel because the podcast will be put up on the YouTube channel probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
And there
little
will
buffer.
be no Char Gets Missed videos that get
I can't-
posted there.
I can't promise anything. Probably still stay, but
Yeah.
whatever. You know,
Again,
good start. But thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.